fantasy. I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I love you more with every breath, truly madly, deeply do. I will be strong, I will be faithful, I'm counting.
I'm Ruby.
I'm Jeannie.
And today we're going to be making pudding tarts. It's actually a pretty simple recipe this time because most of the ingredients are store-bought. We don't have to make the crust, and the pudding comes in a box. It's just Jell-O cook and serve pudding.
And we have 2 eggs that we're using today.
It calls for 2 cups of milk, so 2 half pints.
It's always good to have a dash of vanilla, so vanilla extract.
And this is all we need for our base pudding mixture. Okay, and we put the pudding packet into a bowl.
Doesn't really matter what flavor it is. We just have the normal
We have
plain
the vanilla.
one. And then you add the 2 milks that you have.
You should add it pretty slowly so that you can get it kind of
Stir
even.
it while you're adding it.
Okay, and the main difference between the recipe we're using and the recipe on the back of the box is we want to put the pudding mixture into the oven instead of boiling it on a pot. And to make it thicken more easily, we're going to add 2 eggs to it. Yeah.
You can either whip the eggs beforehand, or you can just whip it like we're doing now as you add it in.
When you're done with that, you should just add a dash of vanilla, not much because it's already vanilla flavored. Okay, and just stir that well, and you're done with the base mixture.
And now we're going to start with our crust.
Okay, and for sanitary reasons, you should probably get some plastic wrap and just lay it flat on your working surface. And so it doesn't move around, just tape the corners. Okay, and actually the crust we're working with today is from store-bought. It comes in a box. It's puff pastry crust. And usually you don't use this for a crust, but it's a lot easier to use. To make it into a crust, there are 2 rolls in each puff pastry box of 20 filio sheets. And you take 1 sheet and you brush a little bit of melted butter on it. Put another sheet on and
Just keep layering them.
repeat the process until you have 5 sheets layered like this. When you're done with that, cut 1 sheet into 4ths so that you can make 4 pastry shells.
And you can use your muffin pans for this so that you can just lay the shell into it. And you have your tart shape.
They often turn out better when the edges are kind of rough because they become crumbly after you bake them.
Okay, and now we're going to put the filling into the crust by just
Spoon it in.
Excuse
I'm
me.
not spooning with the pies.
While we're doing this, you should preheat the oven to 450 degrees.
450. And now that it's all set, very carefully, not to tip it over, we should take it to the oven and put it in. So we're going to start with 5 judges here, and we're going to start with introducing yourselves.
Hi, I'm Hector.
They're going to tell us what they do like to eat and what they don't like to eat.
Basically, I like to eat anything edible.
I'm Johan. I like to eat ramen. I hate eating spaghetti.
Fuck you, Johan. I'm Chris, and since apparently I'm not allowed to say I don't like eating humans, I'm gonna go with hamsters. Just because I feel like they'd probably be too bony. Otherwise, I'm not really picky. I'll eat just about anything.
Hey, I'm Nick Shea. I like to eat fine cuts of meat like filet mignon and New York steak. And I dislike mushrooms.
My name's Kush, and I like hot dogs. And don't like hamburgers.
Now that the tarts are out of the oven, we're going to have our judges taste test and scale rank them from 1 pie to 10 pie. So let the judging begin, and we're going to start with Kush, and we're going to see what he says. What taste?
Look at that Indian.
We're with 8 pies in this one. 8 pies.
What he hasn't told you is that no one has fed him in 3 days.
8.5 pie.
Integer.
Oh shoot, 8. Wait, no, 9. 9 pie.
Judge.
Chief
Judge.
bitchy judge. Had worse. But then again, that was the servery. So
That's me.
I'll give it a 6. Pie. For your arbitrary tackling of pie.
Jesus, Johan, you're just chowing down on the thing. I'm gonna give it a 7 because Johan's really into it.
It's called a custard, right?
It's
Custard?
pudding.
Pudding?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never. It's the first time I've had it, so I'm guessing this is what it's supposed to taste like. So I'll give it a 10.
I'll give this an 8 pie because
You have a wooden spoon?
I have a wooden spoon. Plus, I don't know, I think it could use a little more flavor.
I can't even do her voice.
Maverick.
Maverick.
Nuclear.
But then I'll have to be either like bottomless or topless at the end of it.
Your choice.
Okay, anyways, I'm probably not going to strip.
Yeah.
But go.
And
Need I remind you of what we were doing last year around this time?
I don't really know her last year.
Uh-huh.
We just met this year.
Uh-huh.
Let's make that clear on camera now.
Uh-huh.
Her,
She's guilty of all
Nothing.
charges.
nothing. at all.
Really? Really, she is.
I don't know what this crazy woman's talking about. I think she's
You see her
high off
face?
of the butter.
You see that fear in her
I have
eyes?
no fear. This woman has no shame. Don't make me talk about what she has been doing and continually doing.
What I do on the weekends is my business.
In my room, by the way.
She's not here on the weekends in her room.
I am when I come back. They're still at it, by the way.
We are not still at it.
They were so still at it.
We are not still
The
at it.
door was locked.
Hi, Trevor. How are you?
So this is gonna be Jeannie's orange scavenger hunt. I'm gonna put an orange in one of these tarts, and the judges won't know which one it is. They'll just have to find out when they eat it.
Or maybe they won't because there are 8 tarts and we have 4 judges.
Look at this one.
You should put 7